Jai Narayan dear students. I hope you all are fine. Stay home, stay safe and follow the rules of SMS. So dear students, now in this week we are going to start a new chapter and the name of the chapter is The 100 Dresses. It is written by Elbasor Esther. Before starting with this chapter, let me tell you what's the theme of this chapter. So, the chapter 100 Dresses, it's a very beautiful story and it is based on the theme of discrimination, judgmental attitude which people have for the people around us. In this story, we see that Wanda Petronsky was being judged for her unique name and qualities. She was made fun of by Peggy, Madeline and other girls. But Wanda was the girl who never reacted to it. So now let's get started. So students, today we are going to start the chapter The 100 Dresses and it is written by Elbasor Esther. So, before starting the chapter, we need to know about the author. And the author of The 100 Dresses is Elbasor Esther. Elbasor Esther is a renowned author. She is popularly known for her children's stories. And The 100 Dresses is one of her famous writing. Some of her famous writings, they include Ginger Pie, the Moffats series, The Echoing Green, The Alley, and many others. She was awarded the Newbery Medal for her writing The Ginger Pie. Now, before starting the chapter, we need to know about the characters which are being associated with the chapter. So, the first one is Wanda Petronsky. You can say that Wanda Petronsky, she is the protagonist of the story. She is a poor Polish girl having a very funny name. She continuously, irregularly, she wears the same blue dress to the school and she boasts of having 100 dresses. The second character with which we'll be meeting in the chapter is Peggy. Peggy, she is always teases Wanda and she created a game to ask Wanda about dresses, different from others. But she never made Wanda cry by teasing. Peggy, she was the most popular and the most pretty girl in the school. Now, the third character is Maddie. Maddie, she always teases Wanda. She is a very close friend of Peggy. She is also a poor girl, but she never boasts like Wanda Petronsky. The fourth character with which we'll be meeting is Miss Mason. Miss Mason, she is Wanda's class teacher who helps the students and she is always supporting them. The next we should know is about the story, means the introduction of the chapter. So, The 100 Dresses is written by Elbasor Esther. It is a story based on a girl named Wanda. And this is the girl who claims that she has 100 dresses, all were lined up in her closet. Her classmates, they usually used to make fun of her because what she claimed was contradictory to the fact that she was always seen wearing the same blue colored dress to school. Her classmates, they also found her name to be funny. It was because everyone had easier names. than Vanda Petronsky. Her name was different because she was a Polish immigrant who had come to an American town with her family. She was poor and did not have many friends. She was quiet and was always seen sitting in the corner of the classroom. The truth about the 100 dresses was unveiled when she submitted her 100 drawings in a drawing contest. They were the same 100 dresses she used to talk about. And all of those 100 dresses, they were immensely beautiful. So now let's move on with the story. So dear students, the story it revolves around a girl named Vanda Petronsky and her classmates. Peggy and Madeline, they always used to make fun of her. So the plot of the story it opens up on Monday when even Peggy and Maddie they also did not notice that Vanda was not present to school. These were the girls who actually began all the teasing. Vanda, she generally used to sit in the corner of the classroom where the not so academically brilliant and rough boys they used to sit. It was that part of the classroom which was the dirtiest, but we could say that Vanda was not like those boys. She was silent to the extent that nobody had ever seen her laughing. Now, since Vanda was not like those boys, so no one ever understood why she used to sit there. There were only guesses that it was because she came from Boggin Heights and her shoes were usually dirty with all mud covered. People, they hardly noticed her in the classroom as she was silent and alone all the time. It was only before or after school hours when group of kids used to wait for her to mock her that they thought of her. She used to wait even at the cost of getting late for school. Now, the next it explains that Vanda's classmates they thought of her only when they were coming in the classroom or were leaving the classroom simply to tease her. But she was absent, so nobody noticed. Now, the fact that Vanda was not present on Tuesday as well got unnoticed. But it was on Wednesday when Maddie and Peggy noticed her absence. It was also then when they waited before school to make fun of her, but they instead ended up getting late because she didn't come. Peggy was the most famous girl who wore good and tidy clothes. She sat with the topper of the classes, and no one ever got curious about why Vanda was no longer coming to school. All they cared was they couldn't make fun of her. Vanda, Vanda, she was a Polish girl and she had immigrated to America. Maddie was her friend. She was also a poor girl. Her fellow classmates, everybody thought that Vanda Petronsky was a strange name. Vanda, she was a Polish girl who had immigrated to America. Her fellow classmates, they thought that Vanda, it was a very strange name because they had a very simple and easy name. Americans' name except a guy named Willie Bounce, which they thought sounded funny, but still less than Petronsky. They found her name to be long and unfamiliar. This shows that those children didn't understand diversity and whatever they did was done out of thoughtlessness. Vanda was usually seen wearing a faded blue dress that did not fit her properly. Though it was clean, still it looked as if it was unironed. This showed that Vanda she belonged to a poor family who could not afford too many dresses. Ironically, a lot of people talked to her, but she didn't have any friend because all of them talked to her in order to make fun of her. From her tale about 100 dress to her unfamiliar name, they found it all amusing. When she used to watch little girls play in the ground, it was at that time other students they surrounded her to mock her. Now, with no intentions of hurting Vanda, Peggy used to ask the number of dresses Vanda was having. That also in a very polite and respectful tone. They made fun of Vanda because they couldn't understand why she made up all that story about 100 dresses. They did all this while being ignorant of the fact that it could even hurt her. No one would believe her when she said she possesses 100 dresses and all of them were lined up in her closet. As the other girls screamed in astonishment, the little girls would stop playing in order to see what was going on. Vanda would affirm their queries that she had dresses made of velvet and silk too. Sadly, after she left, they all used to laugh at her. Now, it was very hard to believe what Vanda said because the only dress which she used to wear was the blue one, and that was also a faded one. So no one was sure as to why she was lying, although they were teasing her. They were never rude to her. In the same tone, they continued asking her about the number of shoes she had. She had, to which she replied 60, and each pair was different. It was Peggy's idea to embarrass her like that, though she was polite. Peggy and Maddie, they were the inseparable friends, were the last ones to leave school. While Vanda would go back all alone with her dull eyes and behaved in a very strange manner. Peggy was not the mean girl she had been portrayed as until now, but we can see from different activities that she used to save kids from whoever was hurting them and couldn't stand animals getting badly treated. According to her, she was not being rude to Vanda. She thought it was very weird of Vanda to lie about the number of dresses. And it was weird to have a name like Vanda Petronsky. No matter how much she teased Vanda, she never made her cry. Maddie, on the other hand, she did not like the idea of making fun of the number of clothes and accessories which Vanda possessed. But, but, she was not interrupting because we can say that Maddie, she herself was very poor, so she did not tease Vanda. She wore clothes that were given to her by someone else, but she never boasted like Vanda. Maddie, she didn't feel very comfortable teasing Vanda, and when Peggy used to ask Vanda those questions, she would silently count the marbles in her hand, pretending to play with them. If that dress game hadn't been invented, then Maddie would have never known about the very existence of Wanda. She felt uncomfortable not because she cared Wanda, but because she was worried she could be the next target. Although she was not senseless enough to say she had 100 dresses, but she still wished that Peggy did not tease Wanda. Now, let's know more about Maddie. Maddie was a very close friend of Peggy and a poor girl. She felt very bad when everybody else was teasing Wanda because she was also poor and she used to wear different dresses which were given to her by the rich family people. She feared that one day all the girls, when they would be fed up of teasing Wanda, then she would become the next target. That's it, dear students, for today's lecture. I hope you all would have understood. Still, if you feel any problem, please feel free to ask. Jai Narayan.